So here today we have Dr. Sumit Gurmeet Singh from India. These are our teachers, and probably you are watching the recording. I want to share why we created this teacher training and why it can matter not just for yoga, but for your whole life. Today we show you exactly how the training is built, who it is for, and what you'll gain on the level of body, mind, and what the path look like from the first weekend to certification. Later we are opening Q&A, and you're welcome already now to put your questions into our live chat. And of course you can put your questions later with your voice. Okay, next. Here is the big idea. This training can be a new professional path, yes, but it's also a deep personal reset. Awakening and transformation happens when your practice becomes structured, consistent, and intelligent. The outcome we care about most is real life change. Energy restoration, mental clarity, and a stronger relationship with yourself. And we often believe that we are at the top of the food chain. But if we look honestly, most of the day we are being eaten by our own automatic reactions. The inner critic, anxiety, fear, tension, the feeling that something is wrong with me. Maybe not for everybody, not all the time, but probably you can recognize that. Uncomfortable truth is that many of these reactions are not truly ours. We absorb them from family patterns, culture, upbringing, and collective conditioning. We are trained to feel deficient. Not good enough, have to prove yourself. And the creator state begins where deficiency is no longer drives you. That's where inner stability, clarity, and connection to something bigger than your fears and desires becomes available. And that is where Kundalini Yoga is such a powerful technology. The practice lifts energy upward through the chakras, through energy centers, clears the system, and creates a real shift. But you can keep that lift only if you stop leaking energy through old reactions. So it's not just raising your frequency on the mat, it's learning not to fall back into deficiency. And repeating again, that's why in the training we combine physical practice with work on the mind. So that energy doesn't become fuel for old patterns, but becomes fuel for freedom, clarity, and creating a new reality. Probably many people can feel it, that Kundalini Yoga is the fastest path to awakening. But it's not about doing intense practice and hoping for a miracle. But miracles also happen all the time with the practitioners. The speed appears when we combine two things: the physical technology that raises energy and the mental work that makes awakening stable and real in everyday life. And here's what we cover today. First, how to know if this training is for you. Second, why Kundalini Yoga, what makes it different. Third, your breakthroughs on personal and professional level. Then I'll walk you through the curriculum flow, the teaching team, and how to register. So this training is for three types of people. First, dedicated practitioners. If you already practice yoga or Kundalini Yoga, you want consistency, depth, and a structure you can actually live with, not just random classes. Second category, future teachers. Doesn't matter if you are already teaching yoga, other styles, or it's just your first teacher training. You want real methodology, confidence, and the ability to hold safe, effective classes. And third group, I want this for myself. And me personally, I joined my first Kundalini teacher training exactly being in this group. You are here for everyday life, nervous system stability, clarity, vitality, self-awareness. And many people begin because they want stronger inner life, and next steps usually reveal itself later. So we don't know yet, you don't know yet. Okay, very interesting part, personal breakthroughs. And these personal breakthroughs happen on 3 levels. First, mind and attention. We clarify inner patterns, build focus, and reshape the relationship with the mind gradually and practically. Second level, body and vitality. Kriyas and breathwork strengthen resilience and your capacity to stay present under stress, which is very good today. And third level, energy and intuition. Energetic tools support awareness and emotional regulation, so you feel grounded, clear, and more connected to your inner guidance. If your track is teaching, professional breakthroughs, you get a different kind of breakthroughs. Teaching skills, confident cueing, clear structure, strong class rhythm, voice and presence. Another level, methodology and sequencing, how to build a coherent Kundalini class, intention, warm-up, kriya, meditation, integration. Another level, hands-on leadership, how to hold space, manage group energy, give simple, respectful corrections. And you should know that in Kundalini Yoga, we don't touch students, we don't correct them physically, and how to create trust. In other words, you won't just know a kriya, you'll know how to lead people through this experience safely, professionally. And this training is 200 hours, step by step. This is a requirement from International Yoga Alliance. So first serious training, the base level is 200 hours. After obtaining the certificate, you can already start teaching. The idea is progression, foundations first, then advanced tools with practice, theory, and integration, so knowledge becomes embodied. Our weekend rhythm. You experience first, then you understand, then you apply. And everybody in this training will have a chance to guide classes themselves. Short, long versions of the class, and of course, sadhana. The curriculum is very balanced: practice, techniques, philosophy, anatomy, and professional skills. And in between modules, you will be supported, of course, guided self-practice, materials, reflections, so it becomes part of your life. And let me add that training is not only practice. Okay, practice is the most important part, but it's also a structured theoretical foundation. We study the chakra system and how it connects to practice, breathing techniques, emotions, and lifestyle. We cover philosophy, yogic foundations, the core philosophical texts like Sutras of Patanjali, Bhagavad Gita, and more. We study the role of mantra and meditation and key concepts that support inner discipline. We also include Sikh roots, where it's essential for understanding the lineage and context behind Kundalini Yoga. And we are very happy to have Gurmeet Singh with us, who represents this tradition. On the anatomy side, functional anatomy, physiology, nervous system, breath mechanics, contradictions, of course, and how to teach safely. And that's why we have Dr. Sumit Sharma from India. He's the best to explain this in our training. And on professional side, teaching methodology, ethics, boundaries, class structure, cueing, voice, and how to build your offering. Because every teacher is different, and in Kundalini it's even more evident. Everybody delivers Kundalini class from its own personality. So it's your job to unfold yourself and to guide from your heart. There is also blog for communication and social media, and we know how it's important today. Sometimes, it works very well, sometimes not so well. But if you are here, it means that we reached you through social media. So you can share your work clearly and professionally, having this information without losing integrity. And this training runs in 2 locations in Europe: Ljubljana, Slovenia, and Geneva, Switzerland. Why these 2 locations? Because I'm myself lead Kundalini trainer of this course. I'm located in Geneva, in Switzerland, but I lived in Ljubljana for 3 years, not so long ago, and I was guiding classes for 2 years in Nataraya Yoga Studio, regular Kundalini classes, workshops, and we have quite a community there. And I thought it will be honest and fair to give this opportunity to Slovenians to participate in this training. So, certificate requirement is also very clear. To receive the certificate, you must complete at least 90% of the training hours and activities. You can see the schedule on your screen. You will receive also this presentation. You can have a look later. We have 5 in-person meetings, also 2 online. And June and July, we don't have any weekends together, because people who participate in our training, usually they have families, they have kids, and they most probably travel during this time because of the family reasons. And the good news here also is flexibility. If you miss a weekend in one location, because sometimes it happens, we cannot predict everything, we are humans, you can make it up in the other location. So if you miss Geneva, you can join the same weekend in Ljubljana, and vice versa. And of course, we will support you with any travel advices. And now it's much more cheaper than it was right after coronavirus, when the prices for traveling were really high. Now it becomes very available. And maybe you are curious to travel, so you're fully welcome. And weekend daily schedule. We start every day with sadhana at 6 o'clock in the morning, then lectures, techniques, and practice, meditation, lunch, and so on. But basically, every weekend is like a little retreat. So you really you feel absolutely at some point disconnected from your reality. So it's really good. And around 130 hours of live sessions across the 7 weekends. Then we have 40-day practice with real-time sadhana on the chosen kriya. And if you don't know yet what is this 40-day practice, then it's a mandatory part of our training. The dates will be announced later, right after we start our training. So we choose one kriya and we practice it 40 days in a row, every day. So you cannot skip. And if you skip one day, you have to begin all over again from the first day. We are going to have it online for everybody on YouTube or on Zoom. I will confirm later. Then we're going to have, apart from this 7 training weekends, online sessions every 2 weeks, plus pre-recorded home study sessions. So overall, at least 200 hours of active training with teachers, plus homework, and on top of that, your personal practice and independent study. And let me introduce the team. I'm Olga, lead Kundalini trainer. I live in Switzerland. Natasha Rintut. She is our Hatha lead trainer. She's based in Slovenia. She's the owner of the studio in the center of Ljubljana. It's called Nataraya. And she's a very amazing. She's an amazing teacher of Hatha. And we are really happy to have her on board with us. Gurmeet Singh covers philosophy and yogic roots. He is based in India. Dr. Sumit teaches anatomy and physiology. He is also based in India. And Dr. Sumit, he has probably, maybe later he can say for himself, maybe 15 or 20 years of experience, and not only as a doctor, but also as a trainer during your yoga trainings. Andrei supports social media and marketing models. And Lana, she's a young Kundalini and Hatha teacher supporting the process. She's located in Slovenia. And of course, one more element is community, which we're going to create together. This training works best when the group becomes supportive, honest, consistent, and who knows, if we build a strong group and there is an interest, I'm sure that Gurmeet Singh and Dr. Sumit would be open to helping us organize an inspiring study trip to India in the future, of course to Amritsar, the heart of Sikh tradition, and of course to Rishikesh. Yeah, to experience the culture, the context, and the roots in real grounded way. It's a possibility today. And certificate requirements. You can read them from the chart. Also, you're going to have it later. Probably I didn't mention that you need to perform 80 hours separately apart from teacher training. You can do it in person or you can do it online, and we can discuss how you're gonna get these hours later if you have questions, if you have doubts. What's included in the training fee? Full tuition, of course, materials and resources, necessary recordings you're gonna receive gradually during your training, and guidance and integrational support. Not included: meals during in-person weekends, your travel and accommodation, and the 80 hours of personal practice outside the weekends. Also any additional study books, which probably you would like to buy during the training. And the final part of my presentation today is pricing. We still have early bird for Slovenia. It's before 17th of January, and on top of that, we suggest you a Christmas discount if you register within this week, so before the end of this week. How to register, how to save your spot, how to book your discounts, to sign a contract, and to proceed with the payment. And the same for Switzerland. We also have early bird before 7th of February, because we begin later with Switzerland, almost 3 weeks later. And you have additionally 100 Swiss francs if you register within this week, before the end of this week. What else? Yep. Now we are open for your questions. You can ask anything, and before you are getting ready with your questions, I can actually I will stop sharing my presentation. So Andrei, you can introduce yourself, and then Dr. Sumit can say a couple of words, so everybody knows you. We had also Gurmeet Singh here, but I'm not sure he disconnected. Okay, Andrei, please.
Hi everybody, my name is Andrei. Hi Tia. Hello. Nice to see you. I don't know what to say. I mean, I've been doing a lot of marketing and promotional workshops for a lot of different people, and notably for the yoga teachers. So I'm joining Olga in this teacher training to kind of help the yoga teacher, the future teachers, to promote themselves, to find the path that um, leads to having the classes and having the students and having the proper profession actually in life. So this is something that we see a lot of people, a lot of courses are missing usually in the curriculum. So basically they operate on the basis of, yeah, okay, we show you how to do yoga, but we don't show you how to actually build your professional way and professional path. And this is something that we are looking forward to actually teach you, to help you be a successful teacher also in terms of the profession. Yeah. So really looking forward to do that.
Okay, thank you, Andrei. And Dr. Sumit, would you like to say a couple of words about yourself?
Yeah,
How
thank
are
you.
you? We really
Sumit.
miss
Namaste to
you.
everybody. It's basically uh, like Andrea is from that field. Olga, she knows me since a long time, a good practitioner, a good teacher, right? So that's a team which we are going to contribute the knowledge which we have learned from the universe to deliver as a way that you can apply it in your daily life, right? Because the Kundalini that comes from the energy, right? And the energy is the source, how it moves in your body through the different centers. So it's not only like you have to learn about the anatomy of this and that, right? You have to learn the anatomy of the endocrine system first, where your glands are located. Because of the hormonal imbalances, these all energy deficiency comes to your body. And the Kundalini teaches you how to not to restrict the energy, how to flow the energy, because it each and every chakra, right, where the Kundalini works, it's like a snake. Where it works as a flow of the energy from the root, living uplift to the center, living uplift from the center and reaching to the height of your awakening, that how you can awaken yourself in a right way, that the energy flows. Because it's not only the energy, people talk about the energy, because in the physics the formula energy is different. The energy is not like with the physics. Yes, it's a movement. That is the physical movement, but with the physiological aspect and with the anatomical awareness. Right? If you know about where the glands are located, right? It's not only the restriction is the from your emotional way and this way, because sometimes your emotions are connected with your physical immobilities. Right? If you're not moving, like sometimes you practice hip opening, people are not aware. After hip opening, they cry because whatever you restrict, the blood is flowing there, right? The muscles are relaxed, so you feel the energy, right? You feel the energy how it flows. So there are so many things to learn, and what I have researched with the Kundalini, it's a better way how to open your emotional blockages and untying the knots of your life and create a better life ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sumit. Really looking forward for your lectures, for your classes. I'm sure we're going to learn a lot from you. Okay, Tia, you are the only representative today. Would you like to ask something? Are you interested in particular in something?
Yes, I'm interested in everything.
Okay.
But in particular, um, yeah, how are classes going to be performed online? Like what times? I know that we probably would get like schedule and everything. But just because, like you said in the beginning, we could be time consumed. Some people are not going to be able to maybe connect on Zoom on that particular time. Can we work on our own pace when we have time, or is it strictly on your time?
Yeah, 7 weekends you need to do somehow, because this is the minimum, and this is the only time, not the only time, because okay, I finished this. This is the profound time between students and teachers to deliver the knowledge. It's not self-paced in this sense. So there are 5 training weekends which you need to participate. They are in person. They will happen in Ljubljana, in Nataraya. And yeah, I just recently showed you the schedule. But 2 weekends you can do from home because they are online, but still they are live. You need to participate live. Everything else is self-paced. And we're gonna meet also as a supporting guidance, how to call it, every 2 weeks, but it's just for half an hour, for 1 hour to answer your questions. If you have something in between weekends, because sometimes it could feel really long, once per month, and at the beginning you think, okay, I'm gonna do this and that. You're very like committed, but then life happens, and then you postpone, and then you lose the track. So just to be in touch, officially, we're gonna have also this. But the rest you're gonna have, of course, you're gonna have your manual. You will receive a manual on the first day of the training, and there you're gonna have everything, the kriyas, what we're gonna study. Okay, in Kundalini Yoga, maybe you know already, there are so many kriyas. There are hundreds of kriyas, and they can be long, they can be short. There can be kriyas just with one exercise or with just one mantra. Like it's all called kriyas, and they have different purpose. So you're gonna have a manual where you have what we study, and of course a little bit more because there are so many mantras, and yeah, we cannot cover everything during these weekends. But you in your self pace, you of course can learn more. And this is a cool thing about Kundalini Yoga, that you can actually discover a lot yourself, but we give you training how to do it, how to be able to open a book, and that you can take any kriya even without practicing it before, and you can do it yourself. You know how to use the manuals, because it's not evident if you don't know the techniques. That's what I would.
One more question. When you receive the certificate at the end, are you able to practice with that certificate everywhere?
Yeah. This is an International Yoga Alliance certificate. This school, Kundalini Paradise, is registered there. So you can later register yourself, because you need to register yourself later, because you need to pay like 50 euros, like how we call it, not a fee, but yeah, I think you need, I'm not sure, maybe you need to pay it annually even, but once for sure you need to pay $50 to be registered in Yoga Alliance.
Sorry to interrupt you. It's a Yoga Alliance membership fees, right?
Okay.
Yeah, fees. But then I think to be there you don't need to pay regularly, right, Dr. Sumit? I forgot.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah, it's a one time you can register yourself
Uh-huh.
with them. Then whenever you want, if you want open your own and everything, then you have to pay. Otherwise, you can teach anywhere.
Yeah, but
Okay, thank
also
you.
I know that in Slovenia, I just remember what other teachers were telling me, that they don't need themselves to be registered in Yoga Alliance. So like they have a certificate and kind of people trust them. But if you go somewhere else, another country, anybody can check your name on Yoga Alliance, International Yoga Alliance webpage, your name, and yeah, everything will be there once you register. But you
One
can
thing,
choose.
one
Dr.
thing that certificate is not, it's just a piece of paper. The real certificate is you. What you teach, how you heal your people, how you awaken the energy with the Kundalini, and other than that, what you have mentioned before that, you had this certificate and this certificate. It's like when you are trying to get the people in a out of the stress zone, that is your real certificate, my dear friend.
I understand. I hear you. I agree with you. It's just the
Yeah,
law
that's
is here.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's the law is that if you got
yeah.
the certificate from Kundalini Paradise Yoga, you are once you have got registered, you can teach anywhere in the world.
Beautiful. Because I'm planning to go back to Australia to teach back and forth. So that's good to know. Thank you.
That's true. That's confirmed.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Okay, anything else?
That's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, dear, then you can connect privately. Do you have my number? Do you have emails? So just
Yeah,
write me, and we're gonna contact you. We can send you the contract and the details. So welcome on board. Uh, Okay, then thank you everybody who participated, and yeah, hope to see you. I'm not sure if we're gonna make another info session, because this recording probably is sufficient. But yeah, hope to see you soon. Let me know. Bye bye.
Bye, Olga. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye
Tia.
bye.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.